the other hand, women married to men with good jobs, higher incomes, and who devote more effort to getting ahead in the status hierarchy devote more effort to mate retention than women married to men lower on these qualities. So you often have women who are mated to a man who is a good man and he works hard. He is a worker. He is a provider mentality. But that woman will laugh at that man. She will laugh at that man. She will be sarcastic, mock him for being responsible, right, for being a good worker. However, she's not going to up and leave him either because he got a good job. He got whether he has higher income or not, I'm not quite sure, but he is stable. It's funny that they call the people, certain men, certain women who are not workers, who are not responsible, they call all of the responsible people boring. My ex came back to me with that same statement that his the ex-partner that he was cheating with, she said to him, you know you're going to be bored with her. Because I went to work every day, you know. I don't have to jump out of a plane to be excited about stuff, you know. But going after a dream to me is exciting. There's more promise there than having to jump out of a plane and be less boring. But she came back to him and she told him that he will be bored with me, and that sort of contributed even more to him wanting to leave, because he's the kind of person who has to have noise. He has to have the conflict. The person doesn't want him, but he just needed to go back and forth like that, because for him and for some people, women included, they like the chaos of going back and forth with an ex-partner, and then their current partner finding out about it and then getting upset. Then they have a yelling match, then they make love, and then they do it all over again. They like all of that sort of conflict. And we talked about conflict-ridden environments. If you sort of grew up in a conflict-ridden environment, you will most likely bring that type of conflict to a marriage or long-term cohabitating relationship. Women partnered with a lower value mate may use cost-inflicting behaviors such as insults or infidelity, or simply exit or defect from the relationship. The benefits of exiting outweigh retaining the relationship or pursuing any mate retention efforts. So today's I think is about May 23rd, May 22nd. Yeah, May 22nd. And I was binge watching Love After Lockup. It airs on WeTV. And there were this black lady and white man. She had just gotten out of prison, for bribery and having 8 driving while under the influence incidents. And he was so crazy over her that he bought her everything, gave her everything she wanted. He bought her a car while she was in prison. He gave her everything, money and everything. Just did everything for her. And she was 41 and he was 51. And he gave her the credit cards. He did all kinds of stuff for her, right? So she's out, and he realizes, though, he's going to have to file for bankruptcy because he gave everything. He gave his whole soul to her, basically. So then when he finally tells her, after arguments, right, because he was really trying to avoid telling her, when he finally tells her, and she realizes, and he tells her that he is basically broke and the money is gone. And remind you, he had proposed. He brought the ring as well, right? when he finally tells her that, she literally says it is over, that she don't want to have anything else to do with him anymore. He doesn't have any money, that he can get the heck out of here. That the benefits of exiting outweigh retaining the relationship or pursuing any mate retention efforts. No matter what he did for her, that was not enough for her to consider before she decided to say it's over. She didn't go to her room and cry and wait and then come back maybe a few hours later or the next day. She said it immediately when he said he didn't have any money. All the money was gone. So women partner with a lower value mate may use cost-inflicting behaviors such as insults or infidelity. Now she didn't talk bad about him in terms of mocking him or anything like that. But as soon as she realized that she wasn't going to be able to get any more benefits from him, and that she wants to be treated like a princess, and that he was not able to continue that, he had to go. And he left. He went back to his city. She went on ahead and was forced to get herself together and, get a job in a warehouse and things like that. And she's doing great. But it's just interesting that if you go down, I had my ex, I was down, we were together, he was in the house, and the job that I started wasn't going to give me a paycheck until almost a month later, right? Because it was the type of job. And so I ended up having to move out of the place into a shelter for about 3 weeks until I got my paycheck. This fool, when I told him that, he was all concerned about wanting to have sex on that day. And I said, you know what? I got to concentrate on trying to find where I'm going to stay. And he said through text, fuck you. Now, this is the same person that I helped and loved and did everything for or whatever. And he could so easily say that. That was just, shocking to me. But when they feel like they cannot get, benefits from you anymore, they will, exit the relationship. Again, I always believe that they exit the relationship much earlier.